today we are continuing our exploration of The Alchemist, looking at the characters the boy meets on his journey. Welcome to the Stories Cafe podcast, the espresso version of Stories Cafe, offering quick, enriching moments of reflection on literature, cinema, archetypes, philosophy, and the art of living deliberately. Just like a perfectly crafted espresso at a Parisian cafe, each episode is a brief pause for you to submerge yourself in something invigorating and fulfilling. I'm Annette Wernblad, course creator, internationally published author, and wanderer at heart. So cozy up as we explore the powerful world of stories, how they shape our lives, and teach us the art of living deliberately. The third person that he gets to know is the crystal merchant. And the crystal merchant is a very nice man and a very devout Muslim and a kind person, but he's what we call the reluctant mentor. And I'll show you why. So he goes from the mentor who shows him the value of going after your personal legend. It's not about going for riches. And we already have a feeling that the treasure that he's supposed to find is not really about, finding a chest full of gold and silver and emeralds or whatever. And the crystal merchant teaches him in his reluctance to go for his personal legend a lot more about that than most of the other characters. So the crystal merchant teaches the boy that a devout Muslim has only 5 things according to the Quran and the Prophet. He has 5 things he has to do in the world. He has to believe in the one true God. He has to pray 5 times a day. He has to fast at Ramadan. He has to be kind to the poor, and he has to go to Mecca at least once in his life. And the boy says, well, I've made so much money for you this year. You have so much more money than you did when I came a year ago. Why don't you just go to Mecca now? Just go. You can do it. And here, think about this. This is so interesting because, says the crystal merchant, crystal, of course, is an important, along with gold later, is an important symbol in the book, the whole concept of crystal. Because it is the thought of Mecca that keeps me alive. That's what helps me face these days that are all the same. These mute crystals on the shelves and lunch and dinner at that same horrible cafe. I'm afraid that if my dream is realized, I'll have no reason to go on living. You dream about your sheep and the pyramids, but you're different from me because you want to realize your dreams. I just want to dream about Mecca. Isn't that moving in a strange way? It's the thought of Mecca that keeps me alive. I just want to dream about Mecca. I understand that man. I mean, I usually am more like the boy. I tend to go for what I want. But there's something about going for your dreams that is so scary. I'm afraid that if my dream is realized, I'll have no reason to go on living. It's the only big thing he has to do. He has to go to Mecca. What then afterwards? So, and he actually talks a lot more about that, about he's afraid that if he does go, he will be disappointed. And then what? We all have that part of us, and it's the part of the boy that keeps wanting to, as soon as he makes enough money with the crystal merchant, he wants to go back to Spain because now he can buy twice as many sheep as before his first money was stolen. So then the boy decides to not go back to Spain and buy twice as many sheep, that he should go with a caravan through the desert toward Egypt. Next week, we'll take the final steps of our exploration of The Alchemist by looking at what the alchemist himself teaches the boy. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed your espresso break and learned something new. If you're eager to dive deeper into the world of stories and ideas, be sure to hit the follow button in Spotify or the plus button in Apple Podcasts so that you get each new episode straight to your podcast app. You You can also visit us at Stories Cafe. Just go to stories-cafe.com. There you can explore free content for a taste of what we offer, or if you're ready for more, a paid membership unlocks in-depth discussions, full access to our archives, and a vibrant community of fellow story enthusiasts. I am so thrilled to have you here, and I look forward to welcoming you back to the Stories Cafe soon.